Hi guys. So I will read an article for you from Vera Ingeborg from her from her website, thewakeupexperience.eu. And I will read it. I will put the link below. And I will read it for you because I feel like we all have like a really full schedule, and sometimes for me it was like, oh, it would be so helpful if this article existed in an audio version so I can listen to it while I'm doing, for example, my housework. So here it is for you. Yeah, I will read the article, Why Feeling Like Crap is an Essential Part of Lightwork. What a bold statement is that. Yes, it sounds odd at first that feeling like crap is supposed to be useful and part of our mission. But when we look into the energetic dynamics we go through during our awakening journey, it will make much more sense. Fact is, we need to go through the darkness for various reasons. They all lead us to one goal: raising our own vibrational frequency and the frequency for humanity on the planet. So, in order to gain a better understanding, we need to look into various aspects of universal energies. We all went through a programming and have to remember how light and dark actually play together for our highest good. How the universe works. There are several universal physical laws which are truly important to understand and internalize to be able to move forward effectively. They help to get the bigger picture of what is truly going on and what Ascension and Lightwork is all about. So, law number 1, the law of attraction. The law of attraction simply states that alike energies attract alike energies. What you send out in form of your own vibes will be delivered to you, as you attract the same vibes like a magnet. So that is why you repeat certain situations and lessons until you understand, I am the one that needs to change. It is not my environment. I create my own reality. Now, many have seen the film The Secret and started out with making great vision boards and repeating positive affirmations daily. While this can help daydreaming and change your vibrations for the moment, this film unfortunately leaves out the essential part to successfully manifest our desires. We have to do our inner work. Emotions and thoughts have different vibrational patterns, just as everything and everyone else does in the universe. While fear frequencies such as resentment, anger, blame, judgment, grief, sadness are vibrating on a low frequency, love frequencies such as compassion, gratitude, fun, forgiveness, happiness vibrate on a much higher level. Your energetic order to the universe is what you send out vibrationally. That means if you still carry fear frequencies and with them your learned behavioral patterns and belief systems, expressing those fears energetically into your environment, that is what you order. That is what you attract. It's physics. So, vision boards and affirmations are a nice way of forgetting that you still carry the fear for the moment, but they will not dissolve it. That is called spiritual avoidance, trying to avoid the pain and walk around it. Unfortunately, that always backfires. We cannot change the physical laws. The same counts for the belief, oh, I simply hand over my pain, fear, and worries to my angels and guides, and I call up on the violet flame to transmute it all. Yes, praying and connecting with the spiritual realms can be an accelerator, just as vision boards and affirmations can be. But only if we are willing to do our work. Nobody else can do that for us, not even the angelic realms. We are given a physical body and experience for a reason. And it has certain reflexes and functions to handle and process energies, just as we have a reflex to throw up. That's a good one, Vera. When we have eaten bad food that could poison us to save us from greater harm, we have emotions as our reflex to release energies of low frequencies that are not supposed to be stuck in our system. Unfortunately, we have been trained to believe that emotions are bad and it is not appropriate to act them out. So we suppress them and keep them in the system instead of energetically puke them out. Or is it puke? When we talk about recognizing that vulnerability is our true strength, that is what it truly means. Recognizing the healing power of our emotions by welcoming them with gratitude for the relief they serve us with. That is the law of attraction at work. If we go into self-blame and judgment, or blaming and judging others for feeling like shit or hurt, we are sending out a low fear frequency. That means we're playing ping pong on a low frequency level. We might even allow the emotions to come through, and we cry, we scream, we shiver. We release the emotion and an energy of low frequency and attract it right back in, because of our low frequency reaction. Reacting with gratitude, forgiveness, or humor, or even redirecting the energies into something creative or compassionate for others will shift and transform the energies to a higher level. That way, there is no way to attract them back in at a low fear level. That takes us to the next important universal law. The law of transformation. This universal law states that energy can never dissolve. It can only be transformed. This is not only important for a better understanding for the transformation of energies through the change in our reaction towards emotions that come up for us. It is also crucial for the understanding that so-called dark energies are not dangerous. So many people still believe that we have to protect ourselves from dark entities and energies and shield ourselves. That is what actually gives them the power. When we recognize that we have the ability to transmute all kinds of energies, no matter how dark they are, we can welcome and embrace them and simply change their frequency. We do that through our heart chakra. It is like a transformer for energetic frequencies. When we talk about surrounding us with light or being in a bubble of light, then this helps us to create more light from within us and radiate brightly with love. Light does not fight the darkness. It absorbs and transforms it. So these methods are not about protection. They are about absorption and transmutation. Of course, it is not easy to reach that state of being. It takes time for our heart chakra to get used to being a transformer. It can be very overwhelming and scary in the beginning, but the more we practice, the better we get at it. The less we are afraid of the darkness, the quicker we transmute it into light. The law of attention. This is another important energetic law to understand. The energy is directed to where we focus our attention on. Your partner is running away from you and does not want you. Everyone is using you and nobody likes you. The more you focus your thoughts around beliefs like this, the more you give this fear your energetic vote and make this your reality. You are obsessed with watching the news every day. They are full of fear, worry, and pain. Are you complaining about or even fighting against Trump or ISIS or world hunger? That is what gives it more power. You know it yourself. The more attention people get, the more they will play out the drama. If there is no attention and reaction, it calms down quickly. So instead of trying to change other people or fight and react on the same energetical level, focus on the things that are good. Let's sink. Those things of high frequencies become an inspiring teacher without wanting to convince anyone. Support in empowering people to change from within. The law of oneness. So often we hear people say, why do I have to do all the work? I don't see the point why I am going through all the pain to help others in their ascension process. That is pure ego thinking and still believing in separation. Separation is an illusion. We are all one and all are all part of a larger organism. Just as the individual cells of our physical body are like small people doing their work, keeping the system up and running. We are part of a much bigger ecosystem that needs us and our functioning to stay healthy. Just as our physical body gets ill through misprogramming with the wrong data that causes our cells go into chaos, the same happens with this planet. As long as we are stuck in false ego belief systems such as scarcity, separation, and evil, the system goes out of balance. And it has been for eons. We are now at a point where people wake up. I get goosebumps because we definitely are. So yeah, we are now at a point where we are now at a point where people wake up and recognize that we have been deceived and that we are all part of the same whole. We are doing our healing work for the one organism we all belong to. What does ascension truly mean? A common misunderstanding that is still very present is that ascension will take us into a different physical place, a different planet. That is not the case. Ascension means that we are moving up in our own energetic frequency we are vibrating on. By doing that, our reality changes. Up to a point where we live in a parallel world and are not attached to any 3D things or thinking anymore, we have left drama, duality, and linear time behind. It can even happen that people do not see us, for example, sitting in a cafe waiting to be served, or people just bumping straight into you while walking. I so know this. Only those people still in 3D that are waking up and ready for change will interact with us. Ascension is the expansion in consciousness. We are shifting out of denser energetic environments into lighter energetic structures. Even our physical body adapts and changes to be able to handle these higher frequencies. The further we move through our process, the more we recognize that our cravings change. We cannot handle certain food anymore. Our body behaves differently. We might lose or gain weight, and we experience strangest symptoms out of nowhere. All of that is related to our body adaptation of becoming a light body. So, creating our own reality. Having understood these energetical laws and what Ascension is all about, it becomes clear that we have to change our manner in handling emotions, thoughts, and physical pain. that help us to move forward quickly and improve our well-being. With applying these laws in our daily physical existence, we become true masters in manifestation and creating the life of our dreams. When our own frequency shifts upwards, so does our environment. We attract different situations into our experience, and old behavioral patterns drop away bit by bit. It is like peeling an onion. Layer by layer, we are getting rid of the painful baggage we were carrying around with us, and we're continuously packing more onto it for such a long time. A combination of ego work, inner child work, and forgiveness work can be helpful to accelerate the process. The combination of ego work, so I say it again, so maybe it's really important that you hear it, because I read the same sentence again. So I read it again. A combination of ego work, inner child work, and forgiveness work can be helpful to accelerate the process. The higher we move on the frequency scale, the more we make a difference. Not only for us, but for the planet as a whole. We energetically inspire our environment to raise in vibration too. People still in 3D who are ready to change will gravitate toward us naturally. We become teachers and share the real secret, how to ascend and create the life of our dreams. And how would we be able to help others if we had not gone through the darkness and pain ourselves? How would we be able to appreciate the light? Being awake and having ascended does not mean to live in bliss 24/7, like the whole time. It means to welcome all sensations and recognize the purpose and potential in all of them. If we understand that emotional turmoil, thought spirals, or physical pain is nothing else but an accumulation of energy, we recognize this is potential. There is more energy available than usual, and we can use this as a fuel to move forward even more quickly. This can even be further supported by solar flares. CME, coronal mass ejections, both causing geomagnetic storms, and by earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and cosmic constellations. In times of heightened energetic activity around us, our buttons get pushed even more, and everything we still carry inside gets amplified. This is like a catalyst for our expansion of consciousness. The true meaning of light work: we are transformers. We are transformers. I'm sorry. After having learned all this, we understand that we are transformers of energy, and we do that through our physical body, through our heart chakra, by experiencing the pain, be it physical, emotional, or mental. We are transmuting the energy to a higher level. Feeling like crap is a necessary element of light work. That is what it truly means to transmute darkness into light. And sometimes that means to just lie at home and cry, to release, or sit in the car and scream all the anger out. Oh, I so was at that point. The importance is to do it with gratitude and compassion. Of course, the 3D world would consider us to be completely useless and unproductive when in such a state. But processing these energies is very important work we do. We just have to detach from the outdated belief system that work should look like. What work should look like. What work should look like. That's important. And we do not have to understand where the root cause lies for our pain. That is just our mind wanting to understand it. We can spend a lot of time, energy, and money on trying to find that out. We should be aware, though, the energy could not care less. It only wants to be transformed. So please recognize your power in your vulnerability and emotions to help all of us to move forward quickly. Our emotions are essential for our own ascension and the planet. Living in 5D permanently only becomes possible when we have rid ourselves from all low frequencies. The higher we reach, the less pain and struggle we experience. That is what going with the flow truly means. To embrace, accept, and welcome whatever comes up, no matter which energies are running through us. It is important to not identify with them or interpret them. It is just energy that wants to be transformed. This will pass. Thank you all so much for the important work you do. So, and Vera has some info below under the article. The texts I share are always based on channelings I receive and or on experiences of clients and my own. I do not claim what I share to be the ultimate truth. I encourage everyone to only take what resonates to find your own truth and wisdom. As this is universal wisdom, I do not claim any copyright. Please feel free to share this content as long as you keep its message complete so that the meaning does not get twisted. Thank you, with lots of light and love, Vera Ingeborg. As it can become very challenging to handle spiritual awakening in daily life, I am offering coaching on a donation basis to help you learn the language of energy and how to use it for your own healing. For more information, please go on Vera's website. I will put the link below, as I mentioned, thewakeupexperience.eu. Yeah, so this was the article. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, for me, it's like, yeah, I'm with Vera. I make the same experiences, and I was talking about this since a long time with friends of mine. That we are something like transformers, and yeah, we are just going through these emotions and release them. And what is really helpful is to ground yourself, like from day to day in the nature. That really helps. And yeah, and to be like really loving to yourself and thinking maybe about what would you do if you had a child and it would feel like that. So yeah, give yourself, like, really take care of yourself. Much love to you guys. See you next time. Bye bye.